Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how I assemble my 3D printed Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade from SonnderSmith, I think is his name. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So, like I said, this is an Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade. I've printed and built it before, but today I'm just going to be showing you how to build it. And inside. So you start with the CR piece there. You put a string on it. There's a couple other ways. If you're using like the pull tab, you can do that. I'm using a string for my setup, but and then you take the main body piece and you'll end up feeding that string through there, just like so. And then putting that piece. You'll then take that black piece and clip it into the gray piece there. You have to put it in one way and then twist it in. It kind of locks. It's small, easy to drop. See there. And then once you get that black piece in, you can then slide and clip the big gray piece in. It is keyed, so you'll have to find the slots that the black piece slides into. Where I'm pointing up there, you slip the black piece into those slots on either side, and then kind of clip the gray plastic piece in. So next is this little black stopper piece. It kind of clips in, it goes underneath the gray piece, and then you clip the back of the gray piece over the top of it. It's another small piece, a little fiddly to get in there, but once you do, it acts and moves back and forth when that gray piece slides back and forth. Just like so, it should be able to move back and forth now. You'll see the black piece move up and down when you slide it back and forth. You'll want to push forward, and then you're going to take this little black piece that has a little line on the top, and you want it to be parallel with the last tooth on that gray piece, just like so. Just reiterating that, making sure. So yep, there'll be a like datch in the top of that clutch piece. You want to inline with that first tooth. Should all be able to move freely under its own weight. Which it does. And then you take a rubber band and hook it. If you're using rubber band, it is optional, but I chose to operate it so it auto retracts. You'll slip it into those two little notches, which will pull that back like so. So every time you pull it, it should now pull itself back to reset. And then you take this black piece. It's got two prongs on it. On the inside, you're gonna put it right over there. Be a hole on one end. You're gonna take this ring that has like grooves on the top and flat on one end. You want to make sure the grooves are facing up. And it should rotate, reset, when you pull the gray piece forward. You're then gonna put this piece, it's grooved. You're gonna slide it in. It's kind of a pain, but you can get in there. You'll know it's in there when you can freely move it back and forth because it's supposed to slide. The CR25 or something like that. But once you do get it in there, it'll slide back and forth. It just takes some finagling. Next, you'll take this gear, which has a little arrow, and you want to be pointing it forward relative to the rest of the stuff. And you're going to make sure that gray CR25 piece is pulled all the way forward too when you put that piece in with the arrow facing forward. Next, you'll take the actual blade casing housing, put that in there. Because you're using the rubber band one, if you are, you'll have to kind of pull it forward to like get it in there. But after some finagling, like with that CR25 piece, it should be able to slide back and get in line with all the gears and stuff. It just takes some finagling. You want the circle to be all the way in the back and not the front while it's going back. Next, you're going to take that black piece with the little knob on one end and the little rectangular piece that locks into the CR25 on the other end. So you're going to hook it into that CR25 piece and then rotate it 90 degrees to lock it in, and then push the little nub onto the little circle in that clutch area. And it should all be able to move freely back and forth after some finagling and getting it all lined up, just like so. Next, you're going to take the back blue, this one's blue obviously, but underneath piece with that little knob, and then you're going to put that knob through that hole, and that stops the front top carriage from shooting out. It clips in there, and it has a curve to it so it can kind of sit on your wrist a little better. But now, when you pull the string, it should stop the carriage from pulling out all the way. Next, you take the blade, you're going to feed it in. It only fits in one way. Fall right in. And then you're going to align the first tooth of the blade with, there's a little line on that knob there, a little groove in line with that. And then the little gear is going to have its two teeth go around the first tooth of the blade. So it takes a little finagling to get in there, but eventually it'll get in there. If you don't line it up like that, it won't go all the way out and lock. and it won't like come back. It just doesn't work right. So just like so, blade should come out. So mine is getting jammed, and it turns out that I'd actually broken a piece on one of the black parts in the back, and so I'm gonna have to reprint it. Not the end of the world, but I didn't notice. So I'm gonna end up having to reprint that. But it before I had taken it apart to do this video, it was working perfectly fine. So and that was on me. I had someone broken it without realizing it. But that's how you put it together, and then you would just put the front case over it, and that's an Assassin's Creed Hidden Blade. Here's the front cover going on. You just slip it over the blade on the front. There's through the hole right there, and then it just clips on in the back. So pretty simple. Oh, you do have to feed the string through it. Don't forget that if you're using the string. And then yep, so and then just clips right on the back, and bada ding bada boom. You can add some straps if you want, but that's it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like or comment if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.